Monday, June 15th. Wins, what went well, highlights. So today, had the opportunity to spend the morning. I mean, it's 4:15. I feel like my day is just kind of like half going. I spent the first 8 hours of the day deconstructing and rebuilding a fence with my dad. It was beautiful outside. It was definitely just a highlight, getting the opportunity to work alongside him and to continue to work with him while we're both still able bodied and living in the same place. And that hasn't always been the case. And so while we're able to do this work together, sunshine, it was a gorgeous day, all in all. And for me, the homework for life, or that little nugget, that moment that stood out for me, was my great uncle is a realtor here, and he oftentimes, when he buys or sells a home, he reaches out to my dad and myself, and we come and get the opportunity to fix up the place or to do any little touch-ups that need to be done. And while I was there with my great uncle, he looked at me and he said, "Hey Jake, you know what, I think that you would make a really great teacher." And that, something about that just landed at the right moment, because deep down it's something I've always wanted to do. That's the reason I make some of these videos. It's the reason I teach and share and inspire and ask questions, is because I really enjoy that aspect of teaching, and not necessarily in the frame of like, get me into a public education system. Not my jam, not what I believe in, but simultaneously I love getting the opportunity to share knowledge with other people to help them better their perspective, to shift their lives in some way. And so just for him to say that was this little ping, or this nugget from something outside of me being reflected back to me of that which I truly desire. Because when he said it, a part of me lit up. And it was out of nowhere. I haven't seen my great uncle I see him like once every couple months, quite frankly. And so to have that be the interaction was just very special. Now, challenge of the day, challenge, the lesson I'm being asked to learn is actually in this transition right here, is I find myself moving from 1 8 hour shift going back to serve in the private golf club. And I know my energy is going to be dipping. I'm going to be slowing down, and simultaneously wanting to still remain in this state of awareness, not wanting it to dip off or begin to just operate unconsciously, but to still be present to all of those little pings, those pieces of guidance, to the magic, to the awe, to the appreciation that is available in every moment. Now, how we best do that? Probably just bringing awareness to it through this video. Having this check-in is a really good opportunity for that. And so for me, spending time at work in this state is going to be what I'm noticing is the challenge. So that's what's alive today. Inviting you to do the same. Check in, drop it into the comments. One highlight win or what went well from today, and then one challenge or a lesson you notice that life is presenting you. You know, what's interesting, I said I was going to do this in the last video, is I was going to change my outfit and I was going to put on the observer lens. This perspective that simply is the one observant, more curious and inquisitive, rather than so enveloped and over-identified with the persona that is Jake, trying to navigate all of this. And yet, if I was to truly be this character, if I was to truly live and kind of exemplify this observer character, right, I wouldn't actually say anything, because it's not so much a voice. I think a lot of people think that their soul or their higher self or has this audible voice, and I don't know that's true for me. Rather, just when I'm sitting in this place with the white hoodie and just kind of watching over myself, observing Jake the character, just navigating life, it's not so analytical. It's not so verbal. It's just observant, right? But if I have to give words to it, it's a very curious. It's just, wow. Curious that my uncle would say those words, you know? beautiful that I had sent that actually for myself to be heard from the outside. And I would say that this character often, this observer operates more from the appreciation and from the broader perspective. And so there isn't stress, there isn't worry, there isn't a need to feel better or to feel good all the time. It's just here to learn and to take in more information and to garner knowledge as a result of it. So allow this to simply be that voice.